Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Hooray, November is chugging along beautifully and we are just transitioning into beautiful holiday time. Oh my gosh, today I don't know what happened. It must have been a miracle of miracles. I was like, ooh, I really got to go to Costco to get a few things. And they had such beautiful holiday chocolates. And there was this one display, and I feel like it was in a hollowed out kind of log, and it was like part of a Christmas tree and then these beautiful blue berries on this vine twig, and it was just like this winter ensemble of nature, and everything was living and alive in this like beautiful topiary sculpture, and it was heavenly. It was ridiculous. It was something like $35. So I'm really excited. I'm like, Instacart, I'm going to be having some of those delivered for friends and neighbors, because it was so beautiful, and it kind of hit home what the holidays are about. Just like beautiful smelling things to look at that are earthy and gorgeous and rich and warm, which brings me to telepathy and the transmission, perception, and communication. What do you want to communicate to your guides, to yourself? What is your perception of the world right now? We can really see it one of two ways. Everybody being maniacs and running around and driving like crazy and trying to consume everything and get all their list done. Or we can see it as, part of humanity, the fabric of humanity, and having love and having compassion for people, because they're in the same boat as we are. They are waiting for that parking space. They are waiting in that line. They are hoping to find the ultimate gift or yummy food for guests and friends. So if our perception is we're all in this together, we can act with more grace. Like, I always am weirdly that person that chats up the checkout people at Costco, because I'm so excited about like the stuff that they have. I got such gorgeous chocolates and other things for, some of the service people. Like, I love giving our mechanics chocolates because they keep us safe and alive, and it's just been a fun tradition for like years. And I dropped that off today, and just looking at how gorgeous everything looks in its packages, and like weirdly, like the biggest pumpkin pie I've ever seen in my life, it's like the size of Venezuela, was like $5.99. I'm like, how does a store even do this? Like, I understand why people live at Costco now, because it's so fun. So if our perception is this is going to be wonderful, we're going to have wonderful things to eat, wonderful things to smell, wonderful things to enjoy, all of that, if that is our perception and that's the transmission we're putting out there, that's what we're communicating to our guides, which is gratitude and love. Which brings us to Portal, Infinite Mind, Awakening, and Consciousness. I feel like right now, everything and anything that's happening is so divinely guided. It's all happening to this gorgeous divine plan, and we're going to recognize these patterns and frequencies, and if they're working for us, we're going to move in that direction. If not, we're just going to do a U-turn. So tune into your emotions and kind of feel like, I have a grasp on this, and be open to receive these messages from the spirit world. You will probably experience some sudden shifts and like these beautiful soul gift activations where all of a sudden you're like, wow, I see this for the truth of the matter. We are all experiencing similar things. So when I put compassion for myself and other people, our lives are enriched. We slow it all down. We don't just take off half-baked and think it's just me against everybody on the road, in the store, at school, whatever it is. It's like this beautiful level of consciousness. Like, what am I transmitting out to other people? Calmness. And that's why I think it's so nice to stop and talk to anybody who's helping you out in a store, a crossing guard, whatever. Like, hey, how are you doing? How is everything? And, I just have so many wonderful people like in my neighborhood. The people that own small-owned businesses, our mailman Bobby is so fabulous. Every single one of my neighbors is awesome too. Like, I just struck gold with that. So to pause and to have, fun, deep, meaningful conversations whenever you can too, which brings us to touching earth, planting something new. What would you like to do new this season that maybe last season just did not do it for you? Mine is definitely, I want to plant active awareness and present moment like adjustments. Every time that my head is leaving a conversation or is leaving where I should be present and enjoying something, a television show, a great meal, to pull myself back in, because I really want to have some beautiful creative endeavors. And when I'm present with my creative thoughts or a conversation I'm having with somebody, usually there's these beautiful veins of gold where all of a sudden I'll be able to mine those. And it can be, lots of times it's from my children. Like Joni, one of my offspring, just really gets how we carry our energy and translate it to each other, and how we can be like amazing vessels for each other if we create the space and we ask each other permission. Hey, I had a rough day. Would it be okay if I shared something with you? We don't just dump it on, we're asking permission. We're honoring other people's space and emotional states. And I love that. That's something new I want to plant as well. Before I say something, I want full break, pause, and say, is this going to be helpful? Is this going to be healing? Is this going to be something nice to hear? Or am I just venting? Like, let's not do that to each other, that kind of thing. And I feel like a lot of beautiful balance and good change is taking place. You're gaining more confidence in the path that you're choosing, and you're going to see these opportunities in these new beginnings ahead of you. And most importantly, your efforts are going to gain momentum as this resistance melts off, and then you're going to be able to now I can focus and follow through and do this and feel like I am supported by the universe and my higher self for sure. So ask yourself right now, what is something new that I can plant? What do I want to come to fruition in my life over the next couple weeks? And how can I plan for that, right? Like, my thing too is I want to have better time management. So I don't leave things till late in the evening where all of a sudden I feel like I have to play catch up. I like a little playtime, a little Theo Von, little laughter. I like listening to other readers. I like to be creative, but in between that, I do my reads. I do jewelry making, and I've just begun to rephotograph and load stuff up on Etsy for tonight, all of those things. So it's like, what do you want to plant for yourself? Use your infinite, beautiful mind and your new awakened consciousness to say, what's going to make me feel good? What's going to make me feel like expansive, like I'm learning? And what is my perception of the world right now and myself? And how can I have, a little bit of rose-colored glasses on that? So I have optimism, and I feel happy about endeavors. I feel happy about leaving my house and shopping. I feel happy about, fun conversations with relatives and friends, all of that. So my beauties, that is what you were meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day, and we will be back tomorrow. Love and light.